So I think you can see my screen. Sorry about that. You had to see that. Okay, so can everybody see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's working.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. Welcome, everyone. My name is Adnan Syed. I'm at Ryerson University. As you all know, the renaming of this university is in progress at this moment. Just to start off, just housekeeping rules, please. As I go through the slide deck to give you the information session, please, mute your mics. You can leave questions through the Zoom call chat function. I will be answering questions at the end, and there's ample time I've made available at the end for you to ask me any and all questions you have in considering this program. Okay, so that's our housekeeping rules. So today you're joining us for this VCIT pilot program information session. So VCIT stands for Virtual Clinical Immersion Training. As we start, I just want to acknowledge our partners that have helped make this happen. So this is a partnership led by MedTech Canada, and we've had our partners at Unity Health, Toronto, Sheridan, and at Ryerson, there's a couple of units that have partnered here, the TechTalent Accelerator, as well as the Institute for Biomedical Engineering, Science and Technology, that have helped make this pilot program happen. And I also want to acknowledge our funder, the Ontario Government Skills Development Fund, is through whom we've launched this program through their funding support. So thank you so much for that. So we'll start with the land acknowledgement to indicate, I'm here in the Toronto area. It's called Takaranto. Toronto is in the dish with one spoon territory. The dish with one spoon is a treaty between the Anishinaabe, Mississaugas, and Haudenosaunee that bound them to share the territory and protect the land. Subsequent indigenous nations and peoples, Europeans and all newcomers, have been invited into this treaty in the spirit of peace, friendship, and respect. And we look to carry ourselves in this manner with peace, friendship, and respect, and the way we deliver our programming and activities here in Toronto. So well, let's start off. Let's get into what is the MedTech Talent Accelerator and what is VCIT. Okay, so again, so please turn off your video. There's a gentleman whose video is on. So please keep your videos off. Thank you so much. So the MedTech Talent Accelerator. So we're a program that's been established as a training and transition program for the medical technology industry specifically. We're partnered with MedTech Canada to run this program, and a number of other universities and post-secondary institutions that help run it. Under the MedTech Talent Accelerator program, we have this new training and program that we've launched called VCIT, the Virtual Clinical Immersion Training Program. And that is the partnership, as I said, was led by MedTech Canada, and is also with Unity Health and Sheridan, and there are others like we have had incredible experts from William Osler and other organizations that have partnered and contributed to this training, and I want to appreciate and acknowledge them as well. So that's the program. The idea here is that we went out to the medical technology industry and we asked them, we're as post-secondary institutions, we are training science and engineering talent and technology talent in our post-secondary institutions, and we asked the medical technology industry leaders, what do you want our new talent to know as they think about the medical technology industry as a career path for them? And we did a survey of them, we captured their feedback, and we basically custom designed this training program and the training that our MedTech Talent Accelerator offers based on industry feedback. That, when a new talent shows up to our door to take on a job in the MedTech industry, we would like them to come with all this context about the industry, so that when we ask them to do a task or a job as part of their position with us, they have the context in which we're asking that job and that request of task of the student or of the new talent. So what we're doing then here is, we're focused on one specific industry, and we're opening our program to a variety of disciplines in the science, engineering, and technology space at Sheridan and at Ryerson for this pilot. And what we're doing is we're looking to take you from whatever discipline that you're in at the moment, and looking to work with you to transition you into the medical technology industry. So that's our kind of overall goal of this program, is to get you industry oriented and transitioned into the industry through our efforts and through your participation in our program. So how do we fit? So this is just to kind of give you a description of what does our MedTech Talent Accelerator program do. So we do have these two bubbles of activities that we deliver. One is called Explore MedTech, and the other one's called Experience MedTech. Sorry, give me 1 second. My throat's gone completely dry. I'll be right back in a quick second. Sorry about that. I don't have access to water right now, so I'm going to try and just soldier on here. The Explore MedTech program that we have here, we run two activities through here. We run a set of seminars. So if you look on our LinkedIn page, you'll see we host a lot of LinkedIn Live seminars. We've done actually about 2 or 3 of them in the last month itself. So we host seminars, and the idea of these seminars is, again, it's catered to you, new talent, to say that, come learn more about the medical technology industry. We host at least 1 event a month, if not more. So please follow our LinkedIn page and join us on LinkedIn Live, where we actually broadcast all our seminars. And this information session is on LinkedIn Live as well at the moment. The other activity we do, again, the idea here is through Explore MedTech, we want to give you exposure to the medical technology industry. So we do host a hackathon. Right now, for a select set of universities, we are running a hackathon from November 1 to November 19th. So if you're in those universities, you got a notification through us about being considered for that. We are looking to further open up our programs to other post-secondary institutions. We're not there yet. We're working towards exploring that further as we build this program up more. The second part of our bubble is our Experience MedTech program, which is basically what you're applying to through this VCIT pilot. And here the idea is that, as I mentioned, we went out to industry as part of this program development process and said, what is the knowledge you want new talent to walk in the door with when they take a medtech job in the medtech industry. And we've crafted a number of online courses, and we have badges that we issue for this for when you complete it. So these are modules that we'll ask you to take as part of your participation in our program. And we do also have a professional development and equity, diversity, and inclusion training that we have there that we'll be asking you to take. I want to be very clear. We have no link to your graduation or to your degrees or certificates that you're completing, in the sense that we are a co-curricular program. If through us you land an internship for a co-op, a term that you have, this can count towards co-op if it fits within your degree requirements, that the role you get through us is a co-op term. But just want to be very clear, we're a co-curricular program. So our program sits on top of any degree that you're taking at your institution, and you're participating in this as an additional effort as you're a student in the institution, to see if you can better prepare yourselves towards the medical technology industry. So that's why you're participating. So just being very clear, this can be counted, again, if the position that you get through us is aligned with your co-op, it can count towards a co-op term for you, if that's why you're interested in being part of this program. Second thing I want to be very clear, as it says on the screen there, you can see in the slide deck, we only facilitate paid internships. We do not facilitate unpaid internships. And the minimum we set with our employer partners that we promote our programs to in the industry is that, for a 4-month period, the minimum will be a $10,000 salary or total for the 4 months. So it comes out to about $2,500 per month, okay, for a 4-month internship. So I'm putting that out there really upfront for all the students here, is because, really want to manage your expectations. So please, if the expectation of salary is higher than that, then we may not be the right program for you. So please do consider that in applying to us. So to be very upfront with the what you can expect from being part of our program and getting an internship through our program. So just to give you, so this is, again, this may not relate to some of you, but these are previous internships our TechTalent Accelerator has facilitated. Previous to this pilot call for VCIT, we have been primarily focused on graduate students and doing internships, facilitating internships with graduate students. We continue that focus, but we're opening this up as a pilot to see if we can expand it to other students as well. So this means, and I'll talk about the eligibility in the next couple of slides about who all are included in that pilot VCIT project that we have here. But just to kind of give you a sense of, the company partners and the types of roles we've previously facilitated through our program. We've been running for about 2 years now. So this slide is just to indicate to you, what is the training that you will get out of participating with us. So all students that are or talent that are eligible to be part of our program. That doesn't mean we will. So also want to indicate, we don't guarantee internships if you apply and are eligible to us. We do guarantee access and completion of this training that I have on the screen here. So everybody who's eligible and is interested in the medtech industry and is deemed eligible through our current application form process, you will get access to these 4 badges to complete and to make you quote unquote industry ready for the medical technology industry. A key addition to this, you're the first ones to get this training, will be badge number 4, which is our VCIT program that we've just developed. In this, we've engaged a number of industry and academic and other experts and government experts to actually craft this badge 4 training program to respond to the medical technology industry's ask of, this is what we want new talent to know about the healthcare system. So we have a number of modules, and in terms of what the healthcare system structure is about and how do you commercialize or innovate in the healthcare system. We have a great partnership with Unity Health Toronto, through which we were able to actually record a sample care pathway. So we basically have, a video, module where you get to see, a patient showing up in, for example, the emergency, and then being moved to diagnostics, imaging and things like that, and then to the OR, and you get to see, what kind of medical technologies they're using in that process, and through this module. And then lastly, I want to give a shout out to Sheridan. They're working with us to develop our virtual reality medical technology experience. So basically, you get to put on a virtual goggle and you're in a virtual hospital where you get to walk through and do some interactions with medical technologies that are found in a hospital setting. So these are all part of our brand new VCIT training program, which you would get access to if you're an eligible candidate for our program. Now let's go get into the eligibility. So again, as I've indicated to you, this is a pilot for the January term. We are exploring if we'll continue it after that based on how this pilot goes. So at the moment, the pilot is open to the following. So it is open to Ryerson University students. They need to be final year students in the undergraduate program in science and or engineering. Or they can be a recent graduate on either they've graduated, sorry, that should say April 2021. So on or after April 2021, they're a recent graduate. So they're eligible. And you can also be, one element, another one is that, you can be a graduate student at our Ryerson University in your final year as well, and be considered, or a recent alumni as a graduate, a master's or PhD graduate from April 2021 onwards. At Sheridan, We're opening our program up to co-op students or internship students, or again, recent graduates. Sorry, I'll take a moment just so that there's no confusion here. I will go back here just in front of you and make sure that you're all clear on this correction. It is if you graduated on or after April 2021, so that you're all on the same page. Then also, so as our partner, Institute for Biomedical Engineering, Science, or Technology, you could be a final year undergrad or a final year grad student, and you're also eligible to apply to us. The additional eligibility that we have, and this is from the funder that we've received the funding from, that we need to focus on are, you need to be eligible as per one of these 3 bullet points. And then you also, there is an age criteria. Our program, our pilot is focused on youth. So you do need to be between this age frame for you to be eligible. And then this is the most key about this pilot is that, given your current circumstances, you should be able to take on a 4-month full-time job, basically from January 2022 to April 2022. So that is the most critical availability requirement that you have that you need to meet in order to be part of this pilot program. Okay. In terms of deadlines, so just to give you an indication, we have an application form on our website. I won't open it now, but there is another slide where I go through it in a bit of a detail. But our deadline to apply is November 10th for you for the VCIT pilot. By November 15th, we're looking to give you, or I'd say the week of November 15th, we're looking to give you access to all the 4 training badges I showed to you. If you're an eligible student based on the criteria in the last slide, you will get access to all our 4 badges. Again, absolutely no cost to the student. This is for you to just get more industry ready for the medical technology industry here in Canada. Okay, so you will all get access to that. The time window we give you to complete these modules are self-paced. So the time window we will give you is about 2 months for you to complete these modules. Okay, and on a case-by-case basis, if there's any issues, you can reach out to us to see if you are looking for an extension. But ideally, it's within 2 months you complete the training with us. And then in terms of the internship, I want to explain the model that we take. So we do an intake of students, and then basically we include our talent cohort then as part of something we call a talent bank. And we basically make a database of talent available to our employer partners. And we pose the question to them to say, what is your need for January, for example, in terms of new talent that you're willing to take on? And are there any students or any talent in our program, talent bank, that could fit that need? So if they do fit that need, please consider interviewing them through us. And then, based on an interview, so then a company will basically send an interview request to a student through our talent bank. You will get an interview request through us, through our central email, and then you would have to respond to us within a day once you get that interview request, to give us your availability and confirm you'll do the interview. And then once you complete the interview, we then work with the employer partner to see if they're willing to make an offer. And if they do make an offer to you, you get a notification from us to say that, here's an offer from company X for this internship. And please anticipate that the salary for that will be $10,000 for a 4-month period, and nothing too much higher than that. So that's the kind of model we work on. So the idea here is, we put it to our medtech employer partners to say that, this is the talent I'm looking for. Can I hire them through you? And by having talent that's from Sheridan, that's from Ryerson undergrads, as well as graduate students, we're hoping that, we have a diverse talent pool that, they can look at our talent pool and hire different students based on different needs each company may have for the January round. So just to indicate that. So it's really important that you keep our emails, make sure you're getting our emails. And if you don't, if you apply to us by November 10th and, by November 17th, you haven't gotten an email from us, please write back and make sure that, our emails are not going into your spam, and you're actually getting them, because, when we have an employer that sends an interview request, that's time sensitive. We need you to act on it right away, to see if you're willing to do the interview and then be considered further for selection. So that's our model, in terms of what you're applying to us with. I want to be clear in saying that, as I said before, please don't consider us, the be all and end all of your ability to get into the medtech industry. Do consider as one good option for you to put your foot into. And, our in terms of our, the effort we seek from you, the effort we're seeking from you is at the front end where you submit an application to us. And then please, beyond that, it's, complete the training, because that's good for you to know those kinds of content for working in this industry, and then also be able to respond to our interview requests if they come your way, in the time frame that we have to get you an internship. Okay, so that's an effort. So you apply to us once, and then, we get you considered by at least 50 to 100 employers who get access to our talent bank through this process. So I hope that's clear, and I hope the dates are clear here. And then so I just want to get into, how do you prepare for your application? So this is something that I would strongly suggest you do not leave for November 10th or November 9th to finish. This will take you a little bit of time. And again, you need to give us something of good quality, or we're not able to make you part of our talent bank. And we'll have to get you to either fix it, or if you're not able to fix it, then we'll need to, we won't be able to deem you as an eligible applicant to our program. So if you're, so just want to start off, the first thing you should do is confirm your eligibility as a certificate undergrad or a course-based grad student. You need to be, especially, if you're a course-based graduate student, or you need to be graduating by December 31st, 2021, and or available for an internship from January to April 2022. So if you're a co-op at Sheridan, for example, you are eligible. This is something that we are open to, specifically at Sheridan for co-op students. And then if you're a thesis-based graduate student here at Ryerson University, then you need to get your supervisor on board, and we have a form that you need to fill out and have signed by your supervisor, and then submit that as part of your Google form application to us. So that's the first thing. Please make sure you're eligible and you meet the eligibility criteria that we've laid out. This presentation is being live streamed, so you can easily go on our LinkedIn page and refer back to this at your convenience for you to look at. And this content is also on our website. Now, in terms of your resume, I do want to speak to this. So resumes are really what we're putting forward for you to our company partners. So it's very important you give us really good quality resumes. So all our institutions have some incredible career staff, career consultants, or that kind of staff that are there for students to count on, to seek support from in developing and finalizing your resumes. Please see if you can book an appointment with them for them to go over your resumes. What are some really key things to look at? Really important that there's no typos. Your formatting is very consistent throughout the resume. It really sticks out when you're formatting of wherever you put your dates, or the way you've indented your bullet points and all that. If that's not consistent, that really pops out in a resume. So be very careful and consistent in how you put that forward. There's one key thing, that resumes do have that we actually want you to remove. So because we circulate your resume widely to our company partners, we cannot have your personal home address, email, or phone number on it. So the only thing I need you to put down is, what city and province you're in, or you're located in. So as an example, you can see here, I've shown Toronto, Ontario. So again, please very clearly That's something we will ask you to remove if you submit a resume with your home address or email or phone number. We do not want that on your resume. Employers will contact you through us and through a system that we've set up to make it a seamless process for the employer as well as you for this. Another key thing I just want to point out, what we've heard from employers is, project management seems to be a very important element in terms of new talent experience or knowledge for medtech companies. So where possible, where you have experience around project management in your coursework, working in teams, please do highlight that in your resume. And then just also want to indicate, there is this difference between resumes and CVs. Resumes are catered documents to a specific opportunity, versus CVs are basically a collation of all your experience and skills and achievements, and is usually a massive document. When as you keep building those experiences, it gets bigger and bigger. So really, we're looking for a resume. So maximum, I'd say, would be 2 pages. If not 1 page, if you can't fit it all in 1 page. So make it 2 pages at maximum in terms of the length of your resume. Now, in terms of, so there's one other element that we ask you. So there's a couple, sorry, I apologize for the numbering that's off here. So in terms of another element in this form that you'll need to fill out is a pitch yourself. So this is, think of, you may have written a cover letter before. So this is kind of replacing the cover letter and making it more general. So you're really writing a 650 character message to the medical technology industry to say that, why do you want to be part of this industry? And what's some skills and talent you bring to the table for it. So it's a 650 character pitch. So please keep it short and sweet, and and write a free form message that you'd like us to be able to share with the employer. So this would get put in front of the employer as well. The last bit is actually, one thing that we wanted to do is we want to be really, mindful of your time and our company partners' time in interviewing and moving selection forward. So as part of this, we want you to do a 1-minute video where you respond to a typical behavioral question in an interview. And this is also, it's a good practice for you and this is a common question. So this is a question that we ask in terms of what it is. It's please briefly introduce yourself in this 1-minute video and then answer the following question. If your manager asks you to complete or do a task or project you don't know how to do it, what do you do? Like, what would your response be? And we want you to capture that within a 1-minute video. This has to be a raw video, please. We won't accept any, digital edits or any other things that, that we can very creatively do in our phones nowadays. So it needs to be just a raw 1 minute, you speaking to the camera where you quickly introduce yourself and respond to that question and stop the video. Okay, you can trim the front end and the back end of the video if you need to do that. If you're, trying to reach out to the camera as you stop it or something like that, you can trim those off. But again, it needs to be raw footage. We don't want you to do anything beyond that. The last piece I do want to mention is that, we do ask you for your unofficial transcript. So this is, I want to be very clear again here, is that, we do not share your transcript outside of our program. This is our way of, another verification of, you've completed your courses that you are indicated you have in the form, and that you are at the period of your degree or certificate, or you are an alumni, new grad. These kinds of elements can be verified by just looking at your unofficial transcript. So this is why we ask of it. We do not share this with employers in any way. Okay. So that's in a nutshell, how you prepare for the application and what are some elements. So as I said, this does take a little bit of time for you to put together. So please don't leave this for like the last day to do it. We really hope you'll do this ahead of that, so that you can give us something of good quality that we can then consider and accept and move you forward in our program. All right. So with that, I want to thank you. And at this stage, I just want to say thank you to everyone for joining and participating in this. You can see our email here. What I'll do now is I'll turn off our live stream and recording, and I'm completely open to all and every questions you may have in this process. So just give me a second to do that, okay?